Rebecca Duckworth. Welcome to the Valder Beebe Show live out of Dallas, Texas. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm having a great day, and I'd love to be able to have the opportunity to learn a little bit more about cystic fibrosis. Could you tell me a little about that? Because a lot of times you think my audience know, but they don't usually know.
Yeah, CF is a rare genetic disease that causes thick, sticky mucus throughout the body. And that mucus causes issues with various organ systems, such as the lungs and digestive, liver, and kidneys.
One of my posters from Facebook, I told them you would be on. They want to know, are there any symptoms prior to being diagnosed with cystic fibrosis?
Yeah, it's something you're born with, and it affects people in a variety of ways. I have it a bit worse on the digestive side. So the symptom that clued my parents in was 25 dirty diapers a day. They were like, "That seems a little high," because I just wasn't digesting any of the food. But many folks experience a lot of lung infections, and that's their clue into, hey, something's going on with that. So yeah, mostly the digestive and the lungs are the things that you see first.
I want my audience to know that I'm speaking with Rebecca Duckworth. I told you she would be on. She's an adult. She's living with cystic fibrosis, but she's also an advocate in raising awareness of this rare genetic disease. Let me ask you about this. Cystic fibrosis, how does it impact you personally?
A lot of daily management. I do 90 minutes a day of treatments. I have a vest that I put on that shakes and vibrates the mucus out of my airways so it doesn't get clogged. I inhale nebulized medications twice a day. I take pills each time I eat just to get any nutrients from the food. I added it up one time. Over the course of my life, I've done 2.5 cumulative years of treatments. So certainly it affects on a daily basis with just a lot of maintenance to maintain baseline.
So, your experience, is this your daily experience?
Yeah, every day, no days off. Yeah, every day, 90 minutes of treatments for the lungs. And that's only if you're not sick. If you are sick, then that increases to about 2 hours a day just to try to get it out of there and not exacerbate a lung infection. And if it does get exacerbated, then IV antibiotics, hospital stays, it really compounds quickly if you get sick with it.
So, what are some of the things that comes with managing? You shared with us, but a chronic disease, getting up every day, knowing that this is facing you. What are some of the things that you face every day that you haven't shared?
Yeah, in addition to the treatments, there's a lot of, sterilize the nebulizers, manage the medications, call the insurance because something wasn't covered, go to your quarterly clinic appointments. There's a lot of, it's like a part-time job behind the scenes just to keep it all running smoothly and get those deliveries of medications, as well as, there's a mental side of it as well. It's an impact on your emotional health. And so I think holding fast to what is good and thinking positive is a huge part of living with this chronic illness.
Medicine has advanced so much. AI has played such an important part in this. What progress has been made in CF then?
Oh, throughout my lifetime, it's been immense. When I was born, my parents were told I'd be lucky to live to 18. I'm well beyond that now, very grateful for those years. But I've seen new medicines come out that have changed the game for me and for others with CF. The last 5 years, we've seen modulators, which is a new class of medications it's taken in a pill form, and it helps the underlying defect, the cellular level, the salt chloride channel to open up and make that mucus less sticky. So it helps my body function much more normally. But it's not a cure. Right after the modulators came out, I was on IV antibiotics 3 years in a row. So we're still very much in the fight, and not everybody is eligible for every medication. So we're fighting for the whole community until everybody has a cure.
I'm going to take this one from Facebook. The poster says, you say you've been fighting CF for a long time. What gives you the strength to fight? Do you have a faith foundation, a good support system? What is it that gives you the strength to fight? That comes from Facebook.
Okay, yes. Yeah, no, I am a believer. I believe that God gives me the strength to fight. And I also have a wonderful, wonderful family. My parents did hours upon hours of treatments on me before I even could choose to do them on my own. And without that, I would not be here. And I'm now married to a wonderful husband who's so supportive. And I have a beautiful daughter, which I never thought possible. And it's just been such a joy. And I'm just so grateful.
There you go, Facebook poster. Thanks for asking that question. You said that there's treatment, but you didn't say there was a cure for CF. Could you speak on that a little bit? I know you're not a medical professional, but you are a professional patient, according to what you've said.
Yes, I don't know if there's a if they can get me paid for that, that'd be great. No, there is not a cure. You know, a lot of folks. I have a much worse digestive side of things than lung side of things, and folks who have more severe lung disease, it affects people a little bit differently for every person who has it. The people are getting lung transplants, dying, waiting for this cure, and it's something that we still desperately need. And I'm grateful we've made so much progress towards it, but the fight's not over yet.
Well, if someone listening has this type of condition that you've talked about in CF, is there a place online or a support system or a support group?
Yeah, you can visit cff.org/CF month. You can learn more about the disease. You can learn about your local CFF chapter and how to get involved in advocacy and fighting towards that cure. And there's a lot of supports listed there on their website as well.
And if anyone listening has CF or any other type of debilitating disease, since you have walked the walk, I only like to talk to people who walk the walk because you are truthful and you are illuminating. What words of encouragement would you give them?
Oh, I feel like injecting creativity and positivity into it is such a big part of learning to live with a chronic illness. I think, I spent years as a child learning to entertain myself at doctor's offices. So, finding the joy there, telling jokes to the CF care team, finding ways to make it a joyful experience, even in the middle of the fight, is key to quality of life.
That's such great advice. That really is, Rebecca Duckworth. I really appreciate you taking the time. I'm so glad you're here to tell your story because you'll probably never know the people you've impacted by being a guest on my show and any other show. So thanks for being my guest on the Valder Beebe Show. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Valder.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of The Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.